Hi, this video is part of a series of misconception videos on the topic integers. It focuses on one of the major misconceptions faced by the students while learning integers. Students are unclear about the meaning of the modulus sign and often treat it as brackets. Let us see some questions which are trying to capture this misconception. This question has been taken from MindSpark. It gives the definition of the absolute value and then asks a question on the same. It says, the absolute value of an integer is the distance between 0 and the integer itself on the number line. We write the absolute value of an integer a as mod a. Find mod of minus 89 minus mod of minus 21. Let us see how students are answering this question. On the slide, you can see the different ways in which a student who has answered the question correctly would answer this and a student who has the misconception would answer this. The student with the misconception has treated the modulus sign as brackets and has therefore opened them up in the regular manner, multiplying both the negatives to get a positive number. However, the student is supposed to treat the minus 21 mod as 21 and therefore get the correct answer. Let us look at how students have performed in this question. The question was attempted by over 9,000 students and almost 17% of them have this misconception. This is another question that has been taken from MindSpark. Let us see how students have answered this question. The student with the misconception has again treated the mod as brackets and has written the answer as 97. Whereas the student who has understood the concept of the modulus sign has first removed the modulus sign and gotten the value of 97 and then found the negative of it, which is minus 97 and the correct answer. Let's also look at the performance data for this question. Around 8,700 students answered this question and over 35% of them have this misconception. Now that we have seen data on the misconception, let us look at some of the possible ways of remediating this. For the same, we have Ms. Ranjani Mitra, one of our math experts, with us to help us remedy this misconception.
We are now going to discuss the remediation of the misconception wherein the students are confused between the modulus sign and a bracket. When we are going to talk about the remediation of this, we are assuming that the concept of absolute value is very clear in the minds of the children. If it is not, then I think that is the first step. We first need to clarify that. One very easy way of discussing this would be to draw a number line in the classroom and place the children at various points including negative and positive integers, and then asking them question very specifically. And when you ask those questions, keep out the concept of positive and negative integers and just ask them what's the distance between them and 0 on the number line. So this is one way that we can clarify the concept of absolute value. Now the representation of absolute value through the modulus sign is where the children make a mistake. Normally what we have seen is these are some of the bracket signs which the children are aware of, and then you have the modulus sign. So what in my experience I have seen that the students get confused between this and this. So an ideal classroom situation would be, after clarifying the concept of absolute value, to very clearly write on the blackboard and with the help of this kind of example, and take some more examples. So after writing down the numbers within the bracket and within the modulus sign on the blackboard, to bring out the difference and make it very clear to the students what are the implications of writing numbers like this. That's so. And then proceeding it further, After writing this, we clearly ask the children what it implies. So this implies 3 within a bracket. So just write 3 within a bracket. And then ask the students what this implies. So this simply implies the value of -3 on a number line the value of -3 or the distance from 0, and then we just say that this is 3 since distance is a positive concept. So we say that -3 inside the modular sign is nothing but 3. And then some more examples can be taken by putting a negative integer inside a bracket and then putting a negative integer inside the modulus, and say that if you need to rewrite this, how will it become? So this remains inside the bracket since it has no mathematical implication, but this has a mathematical implication, and this actually is the absolute. We have the -9 written within the modular sign means the absolute value of -9, which is 9. So this would be a very, hopefully, a very easy and effective way of explaining the modular sign to the students. Thank you.